An American Pope? Yeah, you heard that right. For the first time in 2,000 years, the Catholic Church just elected a guy from Chicago to lead 1.4 billion people. Who is Pope Leo XIV? How rich, powerful, and influential is he? And what does this mean for the Catholic Church? Stick around, because this story is wild. Born in Chicago's Gold Coast, Michael OHara wasn't your average seminarian. He came from a family of Irish-American bankers, attended elite Jesuit schools, and interned in Washington, D.C. before he was old enough to drink. After earning dual degrees in finance and theology, OHara became a rising star in the church, known for quoting both the Bible and The Economist in the same homily. He was appointed as the auxiliary bishop of New York in his 40s, managing one of the richest dioceses in the world, with assets surpassing $3 billion and real estate spread across Manhattan. Later, as a cardinal, he became the Vatican's top financial envoy to the United States, quietly reshaping how Catholic capital was used, invested, and protected. Insiders say he was often seen at Davos, the World Bank, and even Silicon Valley, not to seek donations, but to build relationships. He understood money the way most cardinals understand liturgy, one Vatican analyst said. And in March 2025, he was elected Supreme Pontiff, becoming Pope Leo XIV, the most financially literate pope in modern history. But OHara's rise wasn't just about ambition or theology, it was about his unique ability to navigate the world of money. To understand the wealth of the American Pope, we have to look at the world he built around him. Though popes take vows of poverty, Pope Leo comes from a world where wealth is less about ownership and more about access, control, and influence. As Archbishop of New York, OHara oversaw church portfolios that rivaled hedge funds, managing investments in real estate, healthcare, education, and tech. He consolidated underperforming parishes, sold high-value assets, and reinvested in ethical finance ventures from solar farms in Africa to Catholic blockchain funds designed to support transparency. He reportedly advised major Catholic foundations on how to modernize their assets, recommending shifts toward ESG investing and away from outdated holdings. Even the Vatican Bank, long criticized for opacity, began subtle reforms tied to OHara's influence. Insiders say he advocated for digital audits, AI-led compliance tools, and direct lines of communication with Wall Street ethics boards. Some called it revolutionary, others dangerous. He wasn't just thinking like a pope, one former Vatican official said, he was thinking like a CEO. Whether reformer or financial tactician, one thing is clear. Pope Leo didn't inherit wealth, he engineered it. As Pope Leo steps into the shoes of the fisherman, he brings with him something rare in papal history: a global strategy. Since his election, Vatican insiders report early signs of a new papal doctrine, one that blends spiritual renewal with economic realism. He's called for a global Catholic investment ethics council, full financial transparency from all dioceses, and even floated the idea of a Vatican cryptocurrency to support missions in underserved regions. That's right, crypto from the Holy See. But it goes deeper. Pope Leo is rumored to be assembling a papal economic task force made up of Catholic CEOs, economists, and theologians, meant to reshape how the Church engages with global finance, philanthropy, and digital infrastructure. Some say he's building the most influential papacy since John Paul II. Others call it the beginning of the Church's corporatization. Is he reforming the Church or rebranding it? That's the question many are now asking. In a world of collapsing trust in institutions, Pope Leo may be trying to do the impossible. Make faith modern, make power moral, and make the Vatican matter again. Pope Leo XIV stands at a crossroads, a man born of modern finance, now tasked with guarding a 2,000-year-old spiritual tradition. While some hail him as a visionary, others worry he's blurring the line between reform and rebranding, between servant leadership and spiritual corporatism. In Rome, whispers are growing louder. Vatican traditionalists fear he's moving too fast, that by turning the Church into a player in global economics, he may undermine its moral foundation. At the same time, populist Catholics in Latin America and Africa fear being left behind by a technocratic pope whose policies favor elite systems they don't understand. Pope Leo's challenge isn't just balancing the books, It's balancing the eternal mission of the Church with the very temporal tools of wealth and influence he's mastered. For centuries, the papacy was spiritual. For decades, it was political. Now it may be financial. The question isn't whether Pope Leo XIV has wealth. The question is, what will he do with it? In God we trust, but in Leo we invest.